We are live on YouTube as well. Welcome, YouTube. We usually wait a little bit to go live, but we figured, screw it. Who cares?
Yeah.
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 Welcome back, Austin. It's been a little while.
It's been a couple weeks.
Yes, your hair is different.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're not going to address that at all.
Okay. All right, lips are sealed in that regard. I was going to say it looks nice, but, you know, never mind. Hello, welcome in. Welcome, Board Goes. We're losing TikTok already.
I just forgot to start.
Where's Corey? Corey's at IHOP tonight. Every Wednesday, Corey goes to IHOP.
That's right. He loves IHOP.
Spends a full 24 hours stuck in an IHOP booth. It's kind of messed up.
He's doing one of those 24-hour streams, but he's not streaming it. He doesn't know how to stream.
He thinks he's streaming, but like we kind of unplugged the camera and like didn't really tell him. I was like, it's not great content. But yes, this is Austin. We have Austin for tonight.
Hello.
Aaron Nicole says, hey, Mark and Austin. Hello, Nicole. Aaron Nicole, good to see you, as per usual. Yeah, I think, we might as well hop right in since we're live on both platforms already.
Yes.
We're using the exciting chat aggregator tonight, which YouTube notably hates. But it'll be exciting.
How it goes.
Abby says, hey, haven't been in for a while. Good to see you, Abby. Welcome in, welcome. You are just in time for our very first round of Wavelength of the night. Let me tell you, me and Corey played yesterday, and round 2 we did. Started off one of the best rounds we've ever done in the game.
Yeah.
We made it to 14 points with only having 1 card taken away.
That's what you like to hear.
6 cards left, 14 points. And then we stayed at that same score until we were down to 1 card.
Oh.
We missed 5 times in a row after that. It was actually pathetic. Yo, Kardik sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Kardik. Thank you. Alrighty, let's start off. I think this is going to be a solid card to start us off. Yo, Aaron Nicole sent a heart me as well. Thank you so much. It is going to be normal thing to own, weird thing to own. I can start us off. I'll spin up the board. Holy moly, A sent to heart me and just became member level 12.
That's more than 11.
Holy moly, it is. Thank you so much, A. And A sent a popular vote. Holy moly, thank you. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. We need to give Austin a hint to give it the red dial right onto that blue 4. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. A also showing off the falling star exclusive TikTok subscriber emotes. Always love to see those. What happened to other Corey? Sorry, not Corey. Corey goes to a little farm up north every Wednesday to enjoy some IHOP pancakes. Closing up the board, Austin, you may look.
He loves IHOP.
He loves IHOP. Okay, starting off from Katie, 10 samurai swords.
I think 1 is a little weird, but so okay, we're definitely gonna start inching toward weird thing now.
The other hint I'll give you from Country Mozart, this one's interesting. VHS player.
Take me back, but nowadays, who fuck has that? Who has a VHS player? Not me.
I'm not positive I have one nowadays.
Yeah, I think maybe there's one somewhere, but
let's see. And then final hint that I'll give you. Okay, this is a fun one. Amber says Santa Claus themed toilet paper.
All right. So that's not normal.
It's not Christmas tradition in your household?
Nope. I don't even think that's a thing. I think you're fibbing. I think Amber's fibbing.
I don't know. If it's real, it's definitely on a Price is Wrong.
I think it's I think there are weirder things. I think a VCR nowadays is weird, but it's not.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's a festive holiday themed Christmas toilet paper.
Okay.
For $25 each? What the hell?
Quadruple ply.
God, maybe it's 25 for 5 of these? I don't know.
No, I assume it's probably 25 for 5.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say, are these outlandishly expensive toilet paper sheets? All right, so your hints are 10 samurai swords, VHS player, Santa Claus themed toilet paper.
I'm gonna tick it up to about there. I'm gonna lock in. I don't think they're incredibly normal things to own. They're weird, but they're not the weirdest.
Yes. Yo, Candace sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Candace. Good to see you. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. First placement of the night. How did we do? Yo, okay. All right, not bad. That is a 3
That's a
to
3.
start us off. Golly. Solid start. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and Mark. Hello, Tom. Good to see you.
Hello.
We are down to 6 cards remaining now. Our very first round of the evening. Croc stained glass from the previous stream. I don't think that's a weird thing to own. I think that's a very normal thing to own. Let's see. Our next card is going to be underrated skill, overrated skill.
I thinker.
It is a thinker. Undoubtedly.
I'm spinning the board. Call me Jimmy Spin.
Yo, wait, he be spinning.
All right. This is the blue 4 we are striving for. It's underrated skill, overrated skill. We gotta give Mark good old hints that will get him to that there blue 4, and if we don't, we're getting taken out back. All right, board's closed. You can look.
This is an interesting one.
I like being good at soccer.
Being good at soccer.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't say that's a middling answer, but a little bit towards overrated, in my opinion.
Cartwheel.
Okay. It's in the middle. Surely. Cartwheel, I'm also going to say it's a little bit overrated. It's really cool when a child does it. When, little Timmy comes up and goes, look at this, and there's a cartwheel. It's cool. It's less cool when people our age do it.
Frisbee.
Frisbee's the only one you said that's actually a little bit underrated, in my opinion, knowing how to throw a good frisbee. These are all very common things. This is going to be middling. I think I'm going to be in the middle, but just ever so slightly towards overrated. And I'm going to lock in right here.
You think a cartwheel is like... Everyone can do a fucking cartwheel.
I know, I think it's a little bit overrated, Oh, did I throw? Let's see.
You threw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
they hate soccer. They hate cartwheel. They hate, what was the last one I said?
Frisbee.
Frisbee. I hate frisbee too. So, I mean, like...
I didn't want to poo-poo on anyone's interests, but...
Well, you should... This is the one where you have to poo-poo.
You
have to have... Believe it or not, this game requires you to have opinions.
I cannot just abstain from everything.
Yeah,
That's
you can't be like, oh, well, I mean, it's not bad.
Chelsea sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Cartwheel really should have indicated to me that maybe this was a bit more overrated.
Sometimes.
When your little nephew is like, hey, watch this.
Watch this, and you're like...
Get over yourself, dude. What the hell? Yeah, it's messed up. All right, we are down to 5 cards remaining with a score of 3. Still plenty of opportunities to score. Our next card is going to be, let's see, not art to art. It's been a little while since we've done that one.
This is a bit of a thinker.
Kid cartwheels are cute. Adult cartwheeling is weird. I agree.
I should have specified that it was an adult cartwheeling.
40-year-old man cartwheeling. I don't know. Once you get to a certain age, it becomes impressive again.
At least he's dexterous,
Yo, Awkward Turtle sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Awkward Turtle.
Turtle.
Card is not art to art. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. This one is a thinker. Not art to art. There's a lot of interpretations with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Got some interesting ones coming in already. People are gonna have strong opinions about this. This is gonna be interesting. I'm closing it up. Austin, you may look. Ooh, okay. Here's actually a very good one from Elizabeth. Calligraphy.
Calligraphy, okay.
Also, A says finger painting.
Okay.
Boy named Finger.
Boy named Finger.
And final one I'll give you from Inverted Rain, rock stacking.
Rock stacking. Well, rock stacking is cringe. You shouldn't be stacking rocks.
Put those back.
Put those back. So, I'm gonna say maybe it's middle.
So it's calligraphy,
Calligraphy.
finger painting,
Finger painting.
rock stacking.
Rock stacking is the poor man's idea of sculpture. It's lame. You shouldn't be doing it. It disrupts the natural environment. I hate rock stacking. Calligraphy is like, it's neat looking. And this is the only one that I am gonna say it would teeter me toward art, because you can get real crazy with calligraphy.
You can.
And it's pretty impressive if you're like really good.
I always picture the SpongeBob bit where he's starting the paper,
Yeah.
and after like an hour, he just says and it's a big T in calligraphy.
So, yeah. The break time. So, I think maybe it's slightly toward not art. I don't know, because finger painting, I mean, that's art. You're painting, but you're just... So, maybe this is a middle. Maybe this is the most middle you can get. I'm gonna put it slightly toward not art, and I think I'm gonna lock it in.
Okay. I may have thrown you off a little bit with the rock stacking.
Okay.
I should have considered how vitriol your opinion of rock stackers were. Not art. It's just is a little smidgen
Finger
towards
painting?
art. Yeah.
Finger painting?
I think it's an art. I think it's nice. I think people can do some impressive things with it. I mean, a good finger painting and a bad finger painting. I think you can tell the difference between. All right, someone has experience.
I guess. But like normally when you think of finger painting, you think of a young child.
That's fair.
A young child will paint. Or a gorilla, except for that one gorilla.
Okay, what if it was a gorilla doing the finger painting?
Even then, like, if it's good, maybe, but like, I think when you think of finger painting, you think of motherfuckers just going with paint on their fingers, you know?
All right, fair enough. We're down to 4 cards remaining. We're gonna have to lock in here to get some of these points. It's just the first round. It's basically a warm-up round.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what people have been saying.
Finger painting.
All right, do you wanna do nobody does it, everybody does it?
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. Next card. Nobody does it, everybody does it. We are down to 4 cards remaining. Now is the time to lock in.
We got 3 points.
Holy moly. Awkward Turtle sent a garland headpiece, 2 finger hearts, and a rose. Thank you so much, Awkward Turtle.
That's what you like to see. Has anyone told me that I look like Seth Green? Who's Seth Green again? Does he voice Chris in The Family Guy?
I think so.
Have I dyed my hair darker?
This guy.
Okay, nobody's ever told me that. But it's not the worst.
There's definitely worse.
There's definitely worse people. I'm not thrilled about it, but I mean, like... I know Seth Green was in Rat Race.
Dude, I love Rat Race.
With Roman Bean in it.
Is that John Arbuckle? Oh, no. Oh, Rowan. Okay, never mind. I remember who that is now.
All right. This is the blue 4 we're looking for.
John Arbuckle was also in Rat Race, though.
Nobody does it, everybody does it. Who the fuck are you talking about?
The actor who plays live action John Arbuckle.
Okay, anywho. This is the blue 4 we're looking for. John Arbuckle aside. I'm closing the board. The board is closed. You can look.
Nobody does it, everybody does it. This is really one that makes you go,
Let's go with read newspaper comics.
Read newspaper comics. Well, nowadays, nobody does it. But if you are picking up a newspaper, it is to read the comics.
Own a home.
Own a home? Jesus Christ. Nowadays, some people certainly do it. I know people who do it, but not me. Not me anytime soon. Solid towards the nobody does it side.
And I'll say, get a pedicure.
Okay. Read newspaper comics, own a home, get a pedicure. Get a pedicure is one of those answers that people do when it's in the middle, because the quote-unquote logic is that most women will do that, most men will not, if you're talking in a very stereotypical sense. So the answer is in the middle. That being said, I don't think everybody gets a pedicure. It's going to be a little bit towards the nobody does it side because of own a home. That's really hard to do in the modern day, and nobody reads the damn newspaper anymore. So, I'm going to say about this is messing me up. This is messing me up because I don't want to way overdo it, and you'd be like, you think that many people own a home, you moron? But I also don't want to be way off the target. I'm just going to lock in right here. I think this is at least on the target somehow, somewhere.
All right.
Game name, please, is called Wavelength.
Yeah. I saw someone say steals from a gas station, and that would be a bad hint. At least for the people I know. So, all right, you ready? You ready to see the board?
Okay. I'm so scared. Come on. All right, so far so good. Yo, okay, let's go. Comeback time, baby. That is a 4. Holy. God damn, you got me there at the end.
I really needed that pedicure to bring you back.
Yeah. I was a little biased with the home one. I should consider.
I don't blame you.
In this economy. Very nice. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case, you might be asking? Well, instead of being worth 4 points, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 3 cards remaining in this round, but because this 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 4 cards remaining. Very nice. Woo! I love Wavelength. I love Wavelength. Let's see. What's our next one gonna be? Let's get a good one. Okay. This is gonna be a challenging one for you, especially since this is me giving the hints here. Easy to eat with a fork, hard to eat with a fork. From Mitch.
All right.
So one of our custom cards submitted in our Discord. If you want to have your own custom cards show up on screen at some point, feel free to join our Discord, link in bio. With this version, could one hypothetically have a never-ending round? Rowan? Yes, you could, hypothetically. In fact, we've made it to 42 points in this game before because we kept on scoring 4s. It took us, I think, over an hour to complete that round. It could just keep going, in theory. Easy with a fork, hard with a fork, Izzy says, oh no, I remember the debate yesterday. Okay, I think all this is going to be on the same page as me with a lot of these, more so than Corey. I think this is going to be a solid 1. Okay. All right. Maybe not, I don't know. We're getting some interesting hints in here. Easy to eat with a fork, hard to eat with a fork. And I would assume you do have a knife, but it doesn't specify that on the card. I should specify that on the card, but I would assume you also have a knife. I'm closing it up. Austin, you may look.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to start us off with a hint from Moonbender saying rice.
Rice, okay.
Also, Chelsea says ice cream, which I think is also a solid one.
Okay.
And then the final one I'll give them all at once. Mashed potatoes from Jace.
Okay, so these are they're not recommended, but they're not impossible. So I definitely am gonna inch it.
Lord Ghost. Chad egg. Sorry.
All right, I'm definitely gonna inch it toward, I don't know, because mashed potatoes is like, it's not hard if you have like super, like if you have thicker taters. And ice cream, you said ice cream, right?
Yeah, I said ice cream. It was rice, ice cream, and mashed potatoes.
Depends on, I guess it depends on the state of the ice cream. But, and then rice. Am I thinking of the wrong thing here?
How do you usually eat rice? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to push you one way or another.
I think normally I have rice as a side, and normally that side is like a chicken or something. So I'm already using a fork, so I'll just kind of scrape it on. I'm gonna say it's not difficult. I'm gonna say it's easy, but it's not the norm. I'm sure, because now I'm thinking like, I'm thinking of like, what was the last, what did I use when I ate mashed potatoes the last time, or rice? Ice cream is like that's a spoon. That's like definitively a spoon. But I think you can get a little wet and wild with a fork.
You could thug it out,
You could thug it out. So.
I know this is a tough one. This is a thinker.
I'm gonna say, I don't know.
Riley says Mark's face is always like, haha.
All right, you know what? Fuck it.
Ridiculous comment.
I'm gonna say that it's not hard at all. It's easy, but it's not the easiest. It's not like you're supposed to normally do that. So.
Okay. Yo, Steph sent a rose into heart me. Thank you so much, Steph.
I don't want to look.
You're scared to look. Easy to eat with a fork, hard to eat with a fork. How did we do?
Ooh, that was right in the middle.
It was dead center. Yeah, no, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
I should have known.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I usually do eat rice and mashed potatoes with a fork, but that's just because they're a side to a dish I'm using a fork for anyway.
Yeah.
If I had the option, I might, pull out a spoon.
If I'm solely eating those things, I think I would use a spoon, especially rice.
Meows Meow sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Let's see. What's the next one going to be? It's the custom card we added recently. This is going to be trust to watch your baby. Do not trust to watch your baby. I don't know why it says Mitch. It's not supposed to. My stuff breaks sometimes. Trust to watch your baby.
You know what they say.
Dude, I know so much what they say. Is it? That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Okay, alright, I thought so.
Alright, this is the blue 4 we're looking for. This is trust to watch your baby. Do not trust to watch your baby. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, fellas? I'm closing the board. Board is closed, you can look. Okay.
Finding some interesting hints already.
Yeah.
I need to not be biased by those. I can only consider the hints you give me.
Yeah.
Sierra's some tiny. Thank you so much, Sierra.
I'll say teenage neighbor.
Teenage neighbor. Okay. This is one of the ones we're discussing yesterday. I think this is slightly to the trust side, because people do trust their teenage neighbors to watch their baby, but it's not optimal. You should probably get a more trained babysitter for a baby.
Saying Danny DeVito. I'll say Danny DeVito.
Okay, all right, we got a Matilda situation going on, but, minus a few years. He was good in that movie. If it's Matilda, Danny DeVito, trust him to watch the baby. If it's, Frank Reynolds, maybe not so much. Does that push me slightly towards the do not? You know what?
I'll say younger cousin.
Younger cousin. I was about to say, I do not trust the rich Hollywood elite to watch my baby. But Danny DeVito is quite comical. And younger cousin?
Yes.
They're a family member. I trust them enough. It's like the teen where you probably should get someone more experienced, but if there's a teen in your neighborhood babysitting, they're probably fine. Danny DeVito is a rich Hollywood elite, but is also kind of funny. And a younger cousin, they're family. You can probably trust them. Let's say it's about this far to the trust to watch your baby side. We're gonna lock in right here.
All right.
Saw some people saying Vin Diesel. I do not trust Vin Diesel as much as I do Danny DeVito.
But he cares about family.
Mark, have you watched Matilda? It was a while ago. He was the good guy, right? No, he wasn't.
No,
Am I totally borfing
he
it
was
there?
the dad.
Oh, okay. It was the daddy.
So
evil.
he was not good.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yo, let's go. I don't need to remember what happened in Matilda. I just need to score those 4s. Cranking 4s. Not even a little, okay? I just remember it being Danny DeVito and me smiling when I see him, so, my bad on that one. Speech, well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That is not a mistake. It is supposed to say 9, not 10. Why is that the case? Well, when we score 4, instead of it being worth 4 points, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because of this 4, worth 3 points, we're instead at 4 cards remaining. Very nice.
That's what you like.
Hell yeah. Wormwood is terrible. What a cheating con man. You know, I forgot he was the cheating con man, but I will say the one thing I remember about Matilda is using the sawdust to set the speedometer back, or the thing that keeps track of the mileage. And I was like, that's clever. How bad could he be if he's doing that? That sounds pretty cool.
All right. All right.
In my opinion.
All right.
Normal greeting, weird greeting. I'm giving the hints for this one.
Yes, you are.
The game is called Wavelength. There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel if you're interested. Yo, Steph sent 3 perfume and 6 chili. Thank you so much, Steph. And Alex sent a heart me. Thank you, thank you. All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Normal greeting, weird greeting. This 4 right here is the target. I'm having better luck getting the board and focus today. I don't know how the board goes. Maybe brushed off the lens in between streams. Hopefully not jinxing it. Normal greeting, weird greeting. We need to give Austin a hint to give him put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay, all right, we got some solid ones coming in. I like these, Closing it up. Austin, you may look.
I'm looking.
First one from Kartik. What's looking good cooking?
Okay.
From Teddy Ursa. Hi diddly ho, neighborino.
Okay.
And let's see. Final one I'll give you from Sierra, double high 5.
Okay. I think it's weird.
Oh, come on. You think it's gonna be weird for a double high 5?
Double high 5.
They're that excited to see you.
And Ned Flanders reading, and then what's looking good cooking. That's not how you say it. That's not how you say it.
I mean, it's kind of spitting though, right? You know, if they're confident enough to deliver that completely wrong and then not acknowledge it.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Laura Lapina sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Laura.
I don't think it's normal. I don't know how weird it is though. See, the Flanders one, it's like, that's from a show. Like, it's weird that you would say it, but it's like, it's from a show, popular TV show that's watched by many. So, I don't think it would be, it's definitely not maxed out weird. There's weirder ways to greet someone. Double high 5. I normally don't do that, but I mean, I guess it's not like,
If Mark had this card, he'd max it out to normal. That's messed up, Mary.
It's messed up. And then what's looking good cooking?
Yes. Holy moly, a corgi just walked across the stream.
Oh my god.
Lapina sent a corgi. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna lock in about, it's halfway weird.
Halfway weird? All right, the hints were what's looking good cooking, hi diddly-do neighborino, and a double high five. Austin, judgmental as always, is thinking that's a little bit weird. Let's see how we did. Yo, very nice. That is exactly as judgmental we need to be. I'm gonna roll that one as a 4. I think that is just barely touching the 4. It's right on the edge there. I'll allow it.
I'll give it a pass.
Yeah, I'll give it a pass. Very nice. Well, Austin is updating the score. Defo a 3. That's a 3. Okay, all right. I mean, if I'm outvoted.
Whatever. I don't have to update the score anyway, though.
Yeah, it doesn't change the score.
Because a 4 is worth a 3.
Whoa! Why? Why is that the case?
I don't know.
Dude, he's fucking snoozing through my speech each time. God damn. All right, the people have decided that is a 3, meaning we are down to 3 cards remaining. Very nice. The people keeping us honest.
I like to lie, so.
Dude, I love fibbing. All right, our next card is going to be Require Strength, Require Strategy. That's an interesting one. Yo, Holly sent a rose, and that particular otter sent a heart me. Thank you.
All right.
Require Strength, Require Strategy. I'm closing my eyes for this one.
Right. I'm spinning the board. I'm spinning the board. I'm opening the board. Board is open. All right. This is the blue 4. We are striving to hit. It's require strength, require strategy. We got to give Mark a hint that will get him on that blue 4. Closing the board. Board is closed. You can move. All right. I like this one. I like rock climbing.
Rock climbing?
Rock climbing.
Well, that's an interesting one. Because some may believe that it requires strength to rock climb, but as an avid rock climber myself, I will inform you that strategy is like half the battle. In fact, if you're relying on your strength, you're rock climbing wrong. You're doing it incorrectly. Work on your footwork. That being said, most people don't know that, so I'm gonna say it's a little bit towards the required strength side.
I like this one because it's silly. Chess with 3-pound pieces.
Okay, maybe you were aware of the footwork then, so it's gonna be on the required strategy side, because 3 pounds.
And then I'll say building a house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I was gonna say, 3 pounds is not all that much. I think
after a while, you know.
I guess you are having to use your fingertips, right? That could get to be a lot after a while.
I will say that Mary is specifying. I said that hint as a rock climber.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if Mary's saying it as a rock climber, then it's going to be on the strategy side. So 3 pounds isn't that much. So it's going to be mostly strategy because you're playing chess, and then building a house. You definitely need strength to lift the lumber and all of that. But at the end of the day, it is following a blueprint, following an architect. You can have people who aren't, strong men or whatever on a team building a house, and it's not like they're going to be in the way. We have power tools, we have all that kind of stuff. All these require some level of strength, so I do want to keep it towards the middle. But if Mary was aware of the footwork when saying it and building a house, I think it's going to be about here on the strategy side.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to lock in.
Check your phone.
Check my phone?
Yeah.
1 second. Hey, board goes. Ben. Ah! I think we lost YouTube on Chat Ag.
All right. Yeah, I was noticing I haven't seen YouTube in a while, so.
Those are the 3 stages of trying to get Board Ghost's attention.
All right, you ready?
Oh my
God.
Jesus Christ! Welcome, YouTube.
I was starting to get a little concerned. YouTube hadn't chimed in for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Chat Egg is a little busted.
Maybe a little bit. Wow. There are a lot of messages from YouTube here. I'm very sorry, YouTube. Huh.
Man.
Thanks, Chat Egg.
I gotta talk to the guy who wrote this.
You gotta beat that guy up. All right, are you ready?
Yes. Oh, it's in the middle. Oh, it's in the middle.
I feel like that was the most middling thing you could have.
Okay, all right. I was thrown off knowing that it came from a certified rock climber. You know, perhaps I did overshoot it. Strength is very much required in that sport. Rent link have kind of changed. Boycott Chat Egg. We're working on it. Usually, Board Ghost is more on top of these things, but Board Ghost is finishing up a video that we intend to upload tonight, so they're not actively watching the Chat Egg. I apologize. And had headphones on, hence why I had to screech to be heard. Don't worry, our mod can get through beyond the Chat Egg by simply texting me. All right, we are still at 12, and we are down to 2 cards remaining. Also, we don't do this. Oh, well, actually, we shouldn't do this card. Never mind.
What was it?
It was Freedom Fighter to other thing.
That's my favorite card, but.
I know it is, but we're gonna get the secret streamed if we do that. Let's see. All right. Here's a great card for you. Here's a great card. Bad music, good music.
Okay, this is. Oof.
This is the card for you. Thank God YouTube's back, because I think we're gonna need Spaghetti Supreme in here.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if it was broken, if our answers just sucked, lol. No, it was in fact broken. I'm out for the count. Jeremy says, Olsen, can I get a fart check? Yo. Been a little while since we've had that.
It's been a while.
Bad music, good music. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. We are not going to answer Charles Mingus, even if it is applicable. Okay, we got some interesting ones coming in. Ooh, we got some very interesting ones coming in. Okay, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of this card. I don't know why I picked this. This is gonna be awful. I am closing up the board. Austin, you may look. Okay. I think this is going to be a solid hint. I'm going to give it to you. I saw Inverted Rain and a little bit of Lexus say the Beatles.
Okay. I'll wait until I get.
Oh, Jeremy also said the Beatles.
But he said the Beatles as in the bug.
The bug, the Beatles.
All right.
They make some good music. I will also give you, reluctantly, I'm going to give you Nickelback from Chandra.
All right.
And then final one, I'll give you, let's see, do you know Jack Stauber?
No.
Okay, wow, that's one that I know. Let's see, the last one I will give you is going to be Green Day. They specifically said Prime Green Day. I'm just gonna say Green Day though.
All right, so
Slim PK.
Beatles, Prime, and Nickelback.
Beatles, Green Day, Nickelback.
Okay, so controversial. Nickelback gets too much shit, so I'm gonna say it's on the good side. Prime Green Day, first couple albums are great. I will not touch anything that's new. And then Beatles, one of my favorite bands. So probably not the best. Probably not the best because I would max that out.
Really? You max out the Beatles? That surprises me.
They're one of the, they've got an impressive discography.
They do. Tom sent 2 rows, so thank you so much, Tom.
But someone said Nickelback, And I don't know if they are doing a bit, or if they think that Nickelback is good, or if they think Nickelback is bad.
I would say, in my opinion, I thought Nickelback was a solid hint for this. I know that doesn't necessarily narrow it down for you. But the hints were Nickelback, Green Day, the commenter said Green Day in their prime, and the Beatles.
Okay. So I like old Green Day, but I don't listen to them regularly. But I think that they're good, somewhat. So...
He says Nickelback is not a good hint. Izzy says Nickelback is good. You know, lots of opinions on this. Lots of opinions. Don't let those sway you. Just read them because they're funny.
Man.
Where would you put it? You know, not necessarily considering the pop culture opinion of these people. Where do you put it?
For Nickelback? Mm-hmm. Probably about there. They're kind of butt rock, but like, they're not bad.
With the other ones included?
Oh, with the other ones included, I would maybe take it a little to that. But I don't know if people hate the Beatles in this chat. But then again, Spaghetti Supreme said the Beatles, and I feel like he would know my opinion on the Beatles. I would hope.
They did in part write Temporary Secretary.
Paul McCartney did make Temporary Secretary, which is the greatest song of our generation. I'm gonna kill myself.
You can't say that.
I realized as it was coming out of my lips, I was like, I can't say that. He did say the Bug Beatles.
You already put the Bug.
The Bug. I'm gonna put it. Nickelback is swaying me to put it slightly to bad. I don't agree, but and then Prime Green Day would maybe take me a little back, but
This is tricky. It's hard to give your opinion on this.
I've got opinions.
Yeah, are you locked in?
This is true. I don't care. I'm putting it in the middle.
Okay. All right. Tom sent 2 Rosa. Anita sent a finger heart. I may be more of a Nickelback apologist than you may have realized.
Oh my god.
It was a chunk over to the good music side.
Man.
I thought they were solid.
They were solid. But I think broadly I don't I wasn't thinking that people thought that Nickelback was good.
Yeah.
I don't think Nickelback is bad. I think that whole bit was stupid. I think Nickelback is all right. But I don't know that everyone thinks that because some people are schmucks. I think the Beatles threw me way off because I would have put them higher. And then Prime Green Day, I think that's about fair for Prime Green Day.
Okay, so I gave you 1 overshot, 1 undershot, then 1 right. Never seen Alston so stressed, says Molly. That one was a struggle. I could tell you were fighting demons given that placement. All right, we are down to 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. We need to make it count. Elena sent a heart me. Thank you. Let's see if we can end it with a good one. See if we can get a solid one to finish us off here. Okay, all right, this is a card I haven't done in a little while. This is a custom card from our Halloween special. This is gonna be worst couples costume, best couples costume. And I believe you are giving the hints for this one.
Oh yeah, I am. Spinning the board. All right. This is the blue 4 we are looking for. Worst couples costume, best couples costume. We got to give Mark an excellent hit to get him on that there blue 4, lest we lose. Board is closed, you can look. I like horse.
Horse?
Horse.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, front half of a horse, back half of a horse, I'm assuming. I don't know. That's very overplayed. It's going to be a little bit of a middling answer.
I like socket and plug.
Socket and plug. Okay, that one goes hard. That one goes hard. I'm going to say it's just a little bit over to the best costume side. Could be more creative, but it's solid. It's solid. And I do like the horses. They're fun.
I gotta wait for more to come in. I gotta take my pick.
Yes. Got to choose a good one for this. I've seen some interesting
I
ones.
like this one. It's silly. 2 of 3 blind mice.
2 of 3 blind mice. Okay. What happened to the other one? Was it like eaten by a cat or something?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? You're convincing me towards the best costume side. It's not gonna be best in the world. I don't know what maxed out best couples costume would be. I don't know. Should I consider that it's further down to the best side? Is horse the most symbolic costume of unity you could do? 2 halves of the same whole? Probably not. But 2 out of the 3 blind mice, pretty solid. And sorry, where's the middle one you gave me?
I said horse. What did I say? Shit. Scroll down.
Yeah. Horse.
Socket and plug.
Socket and plug. Okay, socket and plug is solid. I'm gonna say these are good. These are solid. They're not the best in the world. You don't even have the 3rd blind mice. You need to have a throuple for that. I'm gonna lock in about right here. I think these are solid costumes. What game is this? It's called Wavelength.
What would you think is a bad costume?
What I think is a bad costume? I don't know, something offensive. I don't know. I saw the 2 twin towers.
You think a horse is a good couple's costume? A horse.
Initially I didn't, but then you convinced me when you said socket and plug.
That's just cringe. That's uncouth. That's what socket and plug is. And then 3 blind mice.
My bad.
You think 2/3 of a costume is a good costume?
Well, it invites questions.
You are a fool.
It invites conversation.
You fool.
Oh no! You can have a full backstory for what happened to the 3rd mouse. You know, okay. Now that it's revealed, I can see it. I can definitely see it. If you're missing an entire
Classic Mark throw.
Classic. No, you should not have said that. I saw somebody say it was like a Gypsy Rose in their boyfriend costume. Yeah, that gets me to the bad side. That definitely
But how
gets
far
me.
over on the bad side?
Very far, but then the horse would bring me back.
Oh man.
The horse be kicking me
I should have
back.
given you like a real out there one. Because I was trying to avoid, like, I saw a couple. I think I saw Priest and Altar Boy.
Oh yeah, that gets me there. That gets me there.
I think Dahmer and Victim.
Yeah, that's not too good. That's not too good.
See Anthony and OJ.
Okay, all right. With that one, I don't know. Well, we are out of cards, meaning we are done round 1. We will be doing another round after this. Do not worry, but it is the time where I pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back. Mark Loki loves Casey Anthony, lol. That is blatant slander. Blatant slander. But I am flipping to the back. There is a chart that tells us how we did based off this score. We ended with a 12, meaning our score for the very first round is not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Not great, not terrible. Chernobyl reference. All right. Mark, I gotta take care of some business.
Okay, I understand.
They call me Jimmy Water.
Dude, they do. I'm gonna take a silent sip of water while you're doing that. No one's gonna notice. All right, no one could hear that. No one could hear me slurping. Just 2 innocent friends. It's 2 legally innocent in a court of law friends. Loudest gulper. Def not great. Not silent though. No, it was silent. Anything you heard was special effects. Let's see. What game is this? How do you play? This game is called Wavelang. There is a tutorial video pinned on our channel right now if you want to check out how it works. I'll do a quick explainer real quick. Basically, there are a bunch of cards that have a range, such as worst couple's costume, best couple's costume. And there is a hidden target that we are trying to get the person you're playing with to put the red dial onto the target. We know where the placement is, but the board will be closed so they can't see it. So what has to happen is you need to give a hint within the range of this is a maxed out worst couple's costume possible. This is maxed out best couple's costume possible. You need to look at the target and figure out a hint that's within the range that would get them right here. So this is something that is a god-awful couple's costume, but not the worst. It's a tricky placement. You have to have a little bit of plausible deniability. So this might be the Casey Anthony and OJ one. It's bad, don't get me wrong, but you know, maybe not the worst. And then once your partner places the dial, you reveal and you see how you did based off where the dial is. You could score a 4, a 3, or a 2. Then you mix up the board, select another card, and go again. That is the basics. Hopefully I explained that well. Let's get a solid card to start us off for the next round. Okay, thank you. Of course. Oops, sorry. Yo, Casey Highland, Whiskey, Sente Heart Me. Thank you so much. Sorry I was a little bit late on reading that one. All right, we are back to a new round. 7 new cards, 7 new opportunities to score. The card that is going to start us off is going to be difficult to use, easy to use. Gotta go. Basketball playoff is on. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night, Aaron Nicole. Have fun watching basketball. All right, mixing up the board. Austin, close your eyes. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. The card is difficult to use, easy to use. We need to give Austin a hint to get him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Ooh, okay. We got some interesting ones. We got some ones I like coming in. Got a few that don't make any sense coming in too, but difficult to use, easy to use. Closing up the board. Austin, you may look.
All right.
Let's see, the first hint I'm going to give you from Mint is a can opener.
Okay.
Few people said it, Mint was first.
All right.
Second hint I'll give you from Ember Shards, TV remotes.
Okay.
And let's see. Final one that I will give you. These are some interesting ones. Final one I'll give you is going to be from Keona Wade, Chopsticks.
Chopsticks, okay.
Sophie says, I said that. Did I miss yours, Sophie? Oh, Sophie also said a can opener. Sophie, I didn't see if yours came before Mint's or not. I think Mint was first.
All right.
I'll give you credit as well.
TV remote, you said TV remote?
Yep.
Can opener, and chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks, I think there's you gotta learn how to use them, but once you learn how to use them, they're not hard to use. TV remote, it's finicky, because sometimes you gotta get an angle. A can opener.
Hit that TV.
I don't think can opener's hard by any means. I think if it's hard, you're not very good at using a can opener. You shouldn't be having canned goods.
You don't deserve those.
You don't deserve canned goods if you can't use a can opener. So, I'm gonna say that it's pretty far up on the easy to use. But I'm gonna say that if it's hard, it's a can opener.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That was hilarious.
All right. I'm gonna put it there. I'm locking in.
Locking in right there. Difficult to use, easy to use. Usually these are pretty darn easy to use. Let's see how we did. Yo, Vanabella Lee sent to heart me. Thank you so much. How'd we do? Oh.
I
Okay.
overestimated you guys.
All right, that is a miss to start us off. Yeah, the logic being that with any of these things, if it's yours, if it's one that you own, it's gonna be easy to use.
Okay.
But if you're at a stranger's house picking up their TV remote for the first time, it's kind of difficult.
What TV remotes are you seeing at other people's houses?
I don't know.
You go to
Hey.
my house, and you're gonna be daunted by my TV remote.
Yeah, I'll be terrified, man.
We probably have the same remote.
We probably do. Honestly, we probably do. But even then, okay, it is very common for people to have separate remotes for the box and for the television. And I don't know if your household is one of those or not. I would have to be looking for the box remote before I mess with the television one.
It's not rocking science.
Maybe Alston's just too good. I should have considered how naturally talented Alston is. That is a very good point. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Difficult to use, easy to use. It was only the first card of the round.
We're still warming up, don't worry.
We're still warming up. They say the first 2 rounds are both warm-ups.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's a thinker of a card. Here's a little one to get your noggin jogging. Has your undivided attention versus snooze right through it. Country Mozart. Custom card from Country Mozart. If you want to submit your own custom cards to see on stream, feel free to join our Discord. Link in bio. It's a suggestions channel for you.
I'm spinning the board like you wouldn't believe. One big spin for good measure. And we're opening the board. All right. This is the blue 4 we're looking for. Has your undivided attention, snooze through it. We got to give Mark a hint. That will get him on that. That blue 4. I believe in us. I think we can do it. Oh, shit. All right, you can look. All right. Bad church service.
I'm barely awake in the good church service. I mean, if it's notably bad, it might keep my attention just because I'm seeing what they're going to say next.
Counting sheep.
Okay, well that's maxed out. Snooze through it. I guess you didn't say being asleep. That's probably maxed out. Counting sheep, you're not asleep yet. You're trying to fall asleep. It's going to be close to maxed out.
And then, I'll say, I'll say silent movie.
Okay, well, you know, I respect the silent films. Some Buster Keaton, some other people. I don't know. I mean,
You gotta consider how these people feel about silent movies.
that's fair. That's fair. I guess the average consensus is that silent movies are a bit of a snooze fest. I don't think it's going to be maxed out as far as I had it through the snooze through it. I think I'm going to tick it up a little bit. Is that smart? Because, I mean, it's a movie. It's silent, yeah, but because it's silent, they relied on a lot of slapstick tactics to make it work. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty...
but you don't hear the slaps.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm back down. Yeah, I have to consider that you don't hear the slaps, meaning
Yeah.
you're going straight to bed. Absolute snoozing. All right, counting sheep is going to be pretty far there, and a bad church service, yeah, you're going to want to snooze through that. I'm not going to throw by ticking it up too much because my love of silent movies. I'm going to put it one length, one like score length up from snooze through it, and I'm going to lock in right here.
All right. Locked in.
Someone said surgery. That's funny. Charlie Chaplin, thank you. I don't know why I forgot the much more famous one between him and Buster Keaton. Yo, okay, all right. I ticked it up a little bit too far, it looks like, but that is still a 3. Very nice. Very nice. We're at least on the board
We got
now.
3 points, the same amount we would have gotten if we had the 4.
Yes.
But not the same amount if we got a 2.
I will stick and hold true that some church services are so bad that you can't sleep through them. When I was younger, I went to one of those like church camp things over the summer.
That sucks.
It did suck. It was actually over winter, and the speaker that they had, they forgot to like vet the speaker at all, and it was this like rampantly angry homophobic guy.
Okay,
just
typical.
ranting on stage the entire time, to the point that our pastor had to pull us aside and be like, hey, we're sorry that you have to sit through this, just kind of block it out. We're going to try to make sure they vet these people better next year. And let me tell you, I did not sleep through that one. Kind of wish I was able to, though.
Well, you know what they say.
I do know what they say.
Yep.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
5 cards remaining. 5 cards remaining. Hey, Board Ghost. I think we're losing TikTok. Oh, TikTok's back. The cult's never boring, indeed. Yeah, but counting sheep. I considered counting sheep. I did push it down a good bit. 5 cards remaining. Custom card from Dr. Facilier. Should write a book. Should not write a book.
All right, all right.
What a stash, says Caleb.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
As a Brit, church camp is wild. I can't imagine what it's like over in Britain. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Should write a book, should not write a book. Interesting. Should write a book, should not write a book. Okay, all right. We need to give Austin a hint to get him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay. All right. All right. We got some interesting ones coming in. I am closing off the board. Austin, you may look.
All right.
First one I'm going to give you is going to be Markiplier.
Okay.
Second hint I'll give you, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
And the last hint is going to be, what do I want to do? Okay, I'll do it. Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. So, Markiplier and Ryan Reynolds, I do not care about what they would write in a book. I think Robert Downey Jr. maybe, because he's had a checkered past back in the day. He was kind of bonkers, but I think nowadays it's kind of like, it's Robert Downey Jr. So, God damn it. God damn it. Why you gotta do this to me? Why does this have to be not just all the way down?
Just maxed out to one side.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Markiplier should write a book, but then again, no. I don't care. I don't care about Markiplier.
Then again, shut up.
Then again, shut up. Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he's boring. What has he done? Deadpool. That's about it.
He owns Mint Mobile. You're not interested in the origin
Mint Mobile.
of Mint Mobile? And Robert Downey Jr. is the last one.
I think Robert Downey Jr. would be like mildly interesting in the middle, and then it would be like, all right, buddy. I don't know. Someone does have a good point. This does depend if it's an autobiography or
He's writing
just a fiction book.
That would actually go hard. Imagine like you're halfway through a fiction book and like, this is getting pretty good, and you realize you flip over the cover and Ryan Reynolds wrote it. That'd feel kind of gross.
You know what? I'm gonna put it there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. This was a really, really difficult one. This is a really difficult placement. Should write a book, should not write a book. It's just a little chunk over to the should write a book side.
Markiplier?
I think so. I think Markiplier is interesting.
Ryan Reynolds is what was pushing me more so to the should not write a book.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds.
I saw a lot of YouTuber comment, like people saying YouTubers, and then I saw Markiplier and I was like, maybe that's in the same vein, and they should not be writing books.
I think Markiplier is interesting because he was one of the first real big YouTubers. He's seen it from the beginning. He might have something insightful to say about what it was like being one of the first real famous people as a video creator on the internet.
It would just be Five Nights at Freddy's.
It would just be He writes a 2,000-page Five Nights at Freddy's recap. And then Robert Downey Jr. obviously was me trying to get it over to the should write a book side. He's got an interesting past.
Yeah, I don't know. Because again, I think Robert Downey Jr., he would have a really boring beginning, a slightly exciting middle, and then after that it's just like, all right.
Yo, Kayla sent to heart me, Evelyn sent to heart me, and Anita sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Holy moly. All right, our next card is going to be Irreplaceable to Replaceable. This is not Dr. Celier's card. My gosh darn, graphics are broken. Also, for tonight, I've mentioned before that we kind of play into this whole gift gallery thing on TikTok because it is one of the only ways to get TikTok to not kind of push down our stream in the algorithm, so we kind of had to play it. I did set a small gift goal for the DJ glasses, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might have to get confirmation from Board Ghosts that if we're able to reach the gift goal with the glasses tonight, we might be able to reveal a little thing we've been working on for a while, or at least upload it. Is that something that can happen? Okay. Board Ghosts is nodding. I think we'll be able to do something like that. All right, but the card is going to be replaceable, irreplaceable. So, might got something a little bit special cooking. Yo, Elena sent 3 heart puffs. Thank you so much.
I'm spinning the board, baby. I'm spinning the board. Someone's got mail.
Dude, I hate when that happens.
POV, you get mail. All right. All right. This is the blue 4 we are striving for. Replaceable to irreplaceable. We gotta give Mark a hint to get to that blue 4. I think we can do it. Board's closed, you can look. All right. I'll say.
See some interesting ones coming in already. Yo, Vanabella Lee sent the finger heart. Thank you so much.
Tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes. Okay. You can replace those. Certainly. Undoubtedly, you can replace those.
A car from 20 years ago.
This is supposed to be so many cards remaining. Car from 20 years ago? Wow, yeah. 20 years ago, that's a 2005 car. That doesn't seem that old. I mean, yeah, you can replace it and get another 2005 car. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit difficult to find, but that's pretty replaceable. Along with tennis shoes?
Yes.
Okay, tennis shoes are definitely damn replaceable.
And then I'm gonna say a well-balanced fork.
I saw that one. That hint was really catching my eyes. Because of course a fork is maxed out replaceable. It is a fork.
It's a fork.
But a well-balanced
fork?
It's not a one-of-a-kind fork. It's just simply well-balanced. It's like well-crafted for your hands specifically. Tennis shoes?
Tennis shoes.
A car from 20 years ago. And a well-balanced fork. All of these things I think I could replace. Maybe not the car within a week. You know, I would need a little bit of time for the car, I know how to interpret a fucking well-balanced fork. Whatever, I'm locking in right here.
Fork.
You know, certainly a well-balanced fork is exactly right here.
All right.
Confident.
All right.
Oh. That's a 2. That is a 2. Very nice. We'll take those. Also, yes, I saw somebody saying it. Please do not leave comments that are describing where the target is. So don't say things like, oh, it's in the middle, or to the right, or a little more left, anything like that, because it does take the fun out of the game.
I'll throw if you do it.
Yes, please keep your comments to hints that are applicable to the card on the screen. Somebody say childhood pet.
Yeah, I saw that a lot.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's no.
Just get a new one. Just get a new one. That's it. 5 head. We're down to 3 cards remaining. Tracy sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Tracy. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad this card's up. Good new pope, bad new pope. Solid.
This is a card.
Well-balanced fork for the win. It did in fact get me there. Dad's old golf clubs would have been a great one. Honestly, not bad. I would say that's not bad. Good new pope, bad new pope. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Austin a hint to give him the red dial right onto that blue 4. We need 4-y Corey. Maybe. Okay. All right, we got some interesting ones coming in. That's for sure. Setting down the board, closing it up. Austin, you may look. See, that is absolutely not a good answer. First one I'm going to give you is going to be, your favorite teacher.
Okay. Let's I'll wait for some more.
Okay, all right. God fucking damn it. This is an awful answer. I'm gonna read it anyway. On says Airbud.
Okay.
Airbud Pope.
All right.
And let's see. Final one I'll give you. Let's see. Final one I'm going to give you Bill Nye. From Autumn Flick. So we got Bill Nye, Airbud, and your favorite teacher.
My favorite teacher would be a horrible pope. She was a crazy Russian lady from St. Petersburg, and she'd be a really bad pope.
Maybe that's what the Vatican needs right now.
Maybe.
Crazy Russian lady.
I can't help but think this is like Airbud. I feel like that's like a funny haha good pope. Well, it was Airbud, favorite teacher, and
Bill Nye the science guy.
Bill Nye the science guy. I mean, Bill Nye's a good guy.
Science rules.
Science rules, but he's also a scientist. I hate these.
Is that what the Vatican needs? Do they need a scientist, crazy Russian lady, and Airbud?
I think they need Airbud.
Is nowhere in the Bible it says a dog can't be pope.
That's so true, bestie. So true. Man, this game is gonna make me cry.
I know, we've been doing such hard cards. I need to pick an easy one next. It's hard placements, really.
Yeah. If Bill Nye worked in a deli, he would be Bill Rye, the sandwich guy.
I think
I'm
so.
guessing it's the sandwich guy. It's blocked by the...
Bill Rye, the sandwich guy.
Bill Rye, the sandwich guy.
Dude, what if, man?
What if? I'm just stalling so I can really ponder.
true, as papacy isn't mentioned in scripture at all. That's interesting. Get Airbud in there. What are we doing?
You know what? I'm gonna say that Airbud would be a fantastic. You know, if Airbud is fantastic on the court, he can be fantastic in the Sistine Chapel.
How many free throws do you have to make to be a good pope?
7. I'm gonna lock it.
Okay, locked in there. Good new pope, bad new pope. We had Airbud, your favorite teacher, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. How do we do? Yo, let's go. Let's go. That was solid. That is a 3.
I was sweating.
Absolutely sweating, but you got there solid 3.
I knew Airbud was like a funny haha. That'd be a fantastic pope.
Elena sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Oh, golly. Best conclave ever.
That'd go crazy.
It would go hard, man. Like, how did they even get their names on those ballots?
They're not even cardinals.
It's a lot of steps you have to go through. All right, our next card is going to be Unforgettable, Forgettable. And everyone's going to ignore the E, okay? Nobody's going to mention the E. It's not...
I remember the first time this came up.
Okay.
And everyone was up in arms. Are you gonna?
Yeah, I was gonna do a fix for it real quick. Let's see. How do I do this? Forgettable. I need to. Nope, that's forgivable. Wait, was it? Okay, hold 1 second. I'm sorry. Unforgettable, forgettable. I'm doing some edits. Somebody gave me the life hack of doing a dash in order to fix it. And now we can give one of these and watch it be fixed, and no one will ever make fun of me again.
Oh, they're gonna make fun of you.
Yeah, why are there so many E's in chat? I specifically said not send the E's in chat.
They're gonna make fun of you. All right. We're starting to get no drag on the, now you're getting a bunch of ums. All right.
It's right, it's right.
I'm opening the board. Unforgettable to forgettable. Undash forgettable to forgettable. We gotta give Mark a hint. That'll get him to that blue 4. That blue 4. I'm closing the board. Dang on board is closed, you can look.
Dang on board.
All right. Okay, when JFK's head did that.
Okay. All right. I definitely remember that. I wasn't alive for it though. I don't know. People forget some of the details. Maybe it's not maxed out. Or like there's where I put JFK's head doing that thing.
All right. I'll say your friend's birthday.
Okay, no offense, but that's gonna tick me up a little bit. It's gonna tick me up. Do I know your birthday?
Maybe not.
I don't know if I know your birthday offhand.
I don't know your birthday, so.
Alright, it's definitely in my calendar, but I don't know it offhand. But for some of my friends, I do remember their birthdays.
And then, I'll say the second best cliffhanger in a show.
The second best cliffhanger in a show.
Oddly specific, I know.
That is very specific, yes. Okay, well, if it's the best cliffhanger, I'm going to remember it. But the second best cliffhanger definitely does stick with me. Am I happy with this placement here? Maybe it takes me back a little bit. Am I really forgetting that JFK's head did that thing?
I mean, maybe you walk around and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. JFK's head did that.
It all suddenly comes back to me.
You can forget, and then it just hits you like a truck.
Just remembered. Okay. I think by the time we get to the second best plot twist, they've jumped the shark. Which means it's forgettable, meaning we're gonna lock in right here.
Suddenly hits you like a bullet. All right.
Mark, can you please lower the music a bit? Yes, I can. Okay, Board Ghost is gonna fly in to help with this.
You may forget, but you will never forget.
Let me turn it down a little more. Just a teeny bit. All right, we're gonna do just a teeny bit lower since apparently it's already low right now.
All right.
Yes.
You ready?
Who asked that, YouTube or TikTok?
TikTok, I believe.
All
All
right.
right, let's see it. Let's see it. How we do? Yo! Okay, okay. God damn. Professor Oak on YouTube says crank those tunes. That is a 4. Very nice. All it took was JFK's head to get me there. God damn. All right. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. That is correct. That is not supposed to say 12. That is supposed to say 11. Why is that the case? Well, instead of being worth 4 points, when we score 4, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because this 4, which is worth 3 points, we are instead at 3 cards remaining. Very nice, very nice. Closing it up. Yo, Anna sent a heart me. Thank you so much. I was a little bit late on reading that. Now we get the forgettable speech. SMH. The speech is not forgettable. I can give the speech in my sleep at this point. It's gonna be ingrained in my mind.
Don't emote again, Austin. How about them apples?
Alrighty.
Logged.
Absolutely mogging on them. Custom card from Synthesis next. Could it make by hand? Could not make by hand.
Oh, yeah, that's a thinker.
This one is a thinker. This is assuming that you have the baseline materials for the thing. Like if you're making a toaster, you don't have to go mine the copper for the wires.
Yeah.
Back from my drive. Welcome back, Mint. Good to have you here. Let's see. That 4 is not visible. Unfortunate. All right, could make by hand, could not make by hand. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to give Austin a hint to give us the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay, okay, we got some interesting ones coming in. Could make by hand, could not make by hand. Okay. Closing it up. Austin, you may look.
Oh.
First one I'm gonna go with, from Omega Leg is Escalator.
Escalator.
Escalator. Next one I'm going to go with. Okay, I'm not going with that one. I'll say that for an honorable mention. Next one I'm going to go with is. These are interesting. I don't know how to interpret these. All right, a commercial plane from Jutaki. So it was that, it was an escalator, and then the last one I will give you is House from Jade Halverson.
All right. So, a house, you can definitely make a house by hand. Escalator, I feel like you gotta put it together, but you need tools.
Then a commercial airplane.
Commercial airplane, definitely. I don't think anyone's making a commercial airplane in your garage. You know, on the workbench, just going to town on some air grade titanium.
Oh hell yeah! And if it helps, Spaghetti Supreme says IRF.
Earth. You can't make that by hand.
Don't know how to interpret that.
Earth. It's like Earth.
Whoa. Okay.
Really makes you think.
Oh, a galaxy brain connection there.
You know what? I think it's almost as damn near could not make by hand, but you could definitely do it.
Hazy Aldria sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Hazy Aldria.
Like, when it says cannot make by hand, is it like talking about with hand tools, or like you're it's like making a pottery, making a pot, you know, like actually using your hands.
I don't know. It's a thinker.
They really gotta specify. Making a pottery. Hey.
Like the table that was made over there, tools were used for. Would you say the table was made by hand if tools were utilized?
I'd say so. I mean, Ben used his hands. Whoopsie. But I mean, airplane, commercial airplane, especially, like if you're just making a rinky-dink thing.
You could do that by hand. You're gonna die, but you could do that by hand.
Could be made by Amish, could not be made by Amish. Now that's a good alternative. Damn, man. Damn, man.
This is a thinker. Into our escalator. Commercial plane, house.
House, see, house, the Amish do it all the time. They make it by hand. But then escalator.
In the garage.
Eels.
Making my escalator.
I don't think anyone's making an escalator like. I think normally that's like it's a manufactured process, you know. Man, god damn it. God damn it.
What is your final answer?
You know, I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna say that that's that.
Could make by hand, could not make by hand. How do we do? Ooh, almost a 4.
At least we got the points though.
That is a 3. Very nice. That is super close. And yes, that was in fact points. House may have been a little bit of a throw, but I was trying to take you up from being maxed out since I was giving you commercial airline and stuff like that. But yeah, very nice. Very nice. That is a solid one. We are now at 14 points with 2 cards remaining. Very nice. Kaona Wade sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Let's see. All right, let's get another card set up for us here. Okay. We had a lot of fights every single time we do this card. I expect this one to be no different. Good candy, bad candy. This is not a card by Synthesis. I hate when the graphics do that. Thank you for fixing the music. It is really much better. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Good candy, bad candy. You are giving the hints for this one. We're down to 2 cards remaining and a score of 14.
We're almost there. We almost have at least 1, you know? All right.
Just for good measure.
All right. I'm opening the board. Good candy, bad candy. We're aiming for that. Blue 4. We gotta give Mark a hint. That'll get us on that blue 4. That one right there. We can do it. I've seen us win these. Okay. You can look. All right. Twix.
It's a damn good candy.
Damn right.
It's a damn good candy.
See, I gotta like look for solely American candies. I'll say Kit Kat.
Oh, dude, Kit Kats are amazing. That's borderline maxed out. Maybe it is maxed out, honestly.
And then let's go with Sour Patch Kids.
Those are also really good. It's not maxed out. Sour Patch Kids is not maxed out for me. Do you know my maxed out answer? Like my
What?
favorite candy? It's a Mallow Cups.
Oh, Mallow Cups.
Yes, I am quite a fan of those.
Goobers. That's not one of them, but I just like goobers.
Okay, that may not have been a suggestion.
Look at all these goobers.
Maybe it's been an insult.
They got goobers.
I mean, you named some solid ass candy choices. I don't think anyone's really upset. At least I'm not upset when I see Twix, Kit Kat, and Sour Patch Kids laid out. I think those are awesome. Those are amazing. I want to do just slightly ticked up from good candy because my favorite candy was not mentioned. I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right. No, my maxed out good candy would be
What is yours?
Snickers.
Oh, that's a solid one.
I
That's
love
solid.
Snickers. All right, you ready?
Yes, bad candy, good candy. How do we do? Oh, okay. All right, I overshot a little bit.
You overshot, but we.
It's still a 2.
Oh my
Ah,
god.
there's a captcha we have to solve. Okay, there we go. There we go. Say it's a 2.
2.
Very nice. Meaning the score is now 16 with 1 card remaining. RGSTRD sent a heart me, and if I'm remembering correctly, it is Winning Clips Daily. Is that what it is? Winning Clips Daily sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Woohoo.
That's what you like to see.
That is what we like to see. Alrighty. Let's see. Down to 1 card remaining. How do you feel? About bad investment, good investment?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, we'll do another one. How do you feel? Nobody does it, everybody does
I
it?
feel like we just did that.
I think you're right. Last Dino Horror movie, first Dino Horror movie?
No, we do that a lot. Oh, we got glasses.
Yo, holy moly. Anna sent a sunglasses.
Nice.
Holy moly. Thank you. Helping to fund the DJ glasses gift goal that we have set up. Thank you. As a quick reminder, I wasn't mentioning that much, but if we are able to reach the gift goal tonight, we will be releasing a little piece of media that we've been working on for a little while now. You guys will get to see it first before anyone else. We'll upload it at least tomorrow, no matter what. But yeah, if we manage to get to the 15 glasses tonight, you guys will get a sneak preview first.
15 glasses.
It's our first video posted in a while.
Yeah, first video posted in a long time, in a very long time. Unsexy emoji, sexy emoji. Assuming no.
No.
I'm assuming no. Colorless, colorful, and let's see. Watch for educational purposes. Watch for entertainment.
No. We gotta find a really good one. This could be the last one.
Quiet, loud.
Sure.
Sure or
No.
or yes?
don't
Okay.
like it.
All right. Let's scroll through. Do you have any from memory?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Hard to steal, easy to steal.
Sure.
Okay. All right. We decided on
I don't
one.
think I've done that one, so.
We finally decided on one. Easy to steal, hard to steal. I'm mixing up for this one. Oh, golly. My chat was frozen earlier. Is YouTube working, guys? It is working, Steve. Alrighty. Easy to steal, hard to steal. This blue 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This blue 4 is the target. We need to give Austin a hint. Again, put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Easy to steal, hard to steal. Okay. Closing it up. Austin, you may look. Okay, all right. I need to give you a good one. For this. First one I'm going to give you from Liv Doug, lip gloss.
All right. I've never stolen lip gloss.
Let's see. Ooh, here's a solid one. Lala McMahon says pens from the bank.
All right.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Potentially.
And then final one I'll give you is going to be Let's see. Let's not throw with the last one here. Madison Alexander says restaurant knife.
Okay.
So pen from a bank, restaurant knife, and lip gloss.
I've stolen a knife from a restaurant. I'm guilty of that. You were there when I stole it. I don't know if you know that. Last time we went to the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Laura Lapina sent sunglasses, helping to fill out the gift goal. Thank you so much, Laura Lapina. Thank you, thank you.
So, salt from a pan. A pan from a restaurant.
It was pen from the bank.
Pen from the bank.
Knife from the restaurant.
Knife from the restaurant.
Lip gloss in general.
Gloss. I think lip gloss is easy. Maybe, yeah. But I don't think it's like the easiest. I'm gonna say it's about there, because lip gloss is small. You can slide in your pocket. Knife. Let me ponder. Here. Let me ponder.
Yeah, stealing a knife from a bank would be hard. But that was not the hint. That was not the hint.
Yeah, I mean, stealing a knife from a restaurant is easy. Just you get a to-go box and just lip gloss, just put in your pocket, and then pen. Some did point out that they are chained down, but you can yank it off if you really want it. So that's why it's not maxed out, because you have to yank the chain off.
You have to gnaw through the chain to get the pen.
Yeah.
Or you steal a different pen that isn't chained down. Are you locked in?
Sure.
Easy to steal, hard to steal. How do we do? Yo, let's go. Let's go. That is a 4. No questions asked. You figured out the logic perfectly. It's like, yeah, it's a pen, it's easy to steal, but some of them are chained down. You gotta take that into account. That's why it's not maxed out. Lip gloss is one of those things where makeup can sometimes be behind a lock, but if it's not behind a lock, then, you know, you just take it. It's really small.
At my local store, the lip gloss is not locked, so.
Yeah, it's location dependent.
It's like a,
and
like a chapstick. Chapstick's easy.
You know, knife, it's pretty easy, but you know, it's a little
Like I said,
bit.
to-go box.
You gotta be strategic with
Just
it.
put it in.
Well, in this game mode, okay, all right, this is not supposed to say 20. 19 is correct. In this game mode, a 4 is worth 3 points. 3. That 19 is correct. Why is that the case? Why is it only worth 3 points? Well, you see, instead of being worth 4, the benefit for scoring a 4 is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been out of cards, 0 remaining, game over. But because of this 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 1 card remaining. Very nice. Some people need the speech. Yeah. I'm reminded of that every once in a while. Very nice. Yeah, would have been game over, but we still get to keep going. Also, if you guys are enjoying watching this, if you're enjoying the wavelength and you're new here, or would like to see other games like Codenames, which we'll be playing next, feel free to give us a follow. It really does help out the channel and allows us to keep doing these things. And now that you know the speech, you're in the know.
You're in the know,
right?
No.
You might as well follow. You're
clued in.
You're one of the ones who knows. Holy moly!
Sunglasses.
Omega Leg sent sunglasses. Thank you so much, helping us fill out the gift goal. It is very much appreciated. Okay, all right. Do you want to do animal you could take in a fight, animal you could not take in a fight?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the one guessing.
Yes, custom card from Izzy, submitted in our Discord. Feel free to join our Discord, link in bio, if you want to submit your own cards for us to use on stream.
All right. This is the blue 4 we're looking for. It is animal you could take in a fight, animal you could not take in a fight. One must ponder how to get marked to that there blue 4. Doors closed, you can look. All right. Let's see. I like Chihuahua.
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 Okay, so I'm taking it down. There's going to be no more Chihuahua when I'm done. But those yappy things bite and nibble at your ankles. It's not going to be easy, but I will win.
I'll say Canadian goose.
Canadian goose, I have been training for exactly that. I am at the gym training my grip strength just in case I come across a Canadian goose. That being said, they also bite. They're going to fight back. It's not going to be easy. Once again,
And then
I'd win.
I'll say raccoon.
Raccoon?
Yes.
Okay, that's actually one that I'm not too sure about. They're wily animals. They have claws. I feel like if one scratches me and runs away, I might die of rabies or something and just not be able to catch it before I could win the fight. But it's still small, right? It's probably not
If you
gonna...
get a good kick in, you know.
Yeah, it's not gonna outright kill me except by disease. So I'm gonna move it about this far to the animal I could take in a fight. I think this is solidly to the animal I could take in a fight. It was Chihuahua and Goose. Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see it. Sprinkle of rabies on top. How'd we do? Animal you could take in a fight. Animal you could not take in a fight. Ooh.
That's not bad.
Oh, okay, that is still a 2. Very nice, very nice. Not bad at all. Meaning, holy moly, is that 9 plus 10, 21 as our final score? God damn.
21.
21. Well, it is now time for me to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and flip to the back. There's a chart that tells us how we did. Based off our score, we scored a 21.
21.
Meaning the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is, you're on the same ... Wavelength! Woo! Wow, it's like the TV show.
It's like the
Golly. Well, that was a whole lot of fun. We are not wrapping up stream right now. We are going to move to Codenames, but I'm going to mention, if you guys enjoyed Wavelength and would like to see more of it, feel free to follow the channel. We are returning to making videos soon. A lot of them are going to be around Wavelength or Codenames. So if you want to see us go live, want to see us, want to be able to participate in these games or see the videos we make regarding these games, the only way to do it is going to be to give us a follow. So hopefully see y'all soon. But it is now time for us to move on to the astounding Codenames. Woo! I love Codenames. I love Codenames.
I love Codenames.
God damn. But you may be asking, how do you play? Well, Codenames is a very simple game. This doesn't match the board right now. I'm going to give this to you ahead of time.
All right.
Codenames is a very simple name. How you play is, there are 25 words laid out on the board in front of you. What's going to happen is either me or Austin is going to be the spy master whose job it is to give you one-word hints that connect somehow to these words on the board so that you can discover all 9 of the blue field agents that are hidden amongst this board. But what does that look like in practice? Well, say I'm trying to connect for you. Let's do, I don't know. Let's say I said leaf for 2. Yo, holy moly, Strong Socks sent 3 sunglasses.
That's 3 whole sunglasses.
Holy crap, thank you so much.
Oh, we got another one, I think. didn't we?
4 sunglasses.
4.
That is, we're now at over halfway, or just under halfway, to the sunglasses goal. Thank you so much, Strong Socks.
If you just give us 1/2 of a sunglass, we'll be halfway there.
Just 1/2 a sunglass away. Thank you. You are incredibly generous. I'm sorry, what I was saying. If I give you a hint that was leaf for 2, what that means is that there are 2 words on this board that are somehow connected to leaf. In this instance, I might be trying to connect green, as in a green leaf. That makes sense. But then another connection might be mint, because there are mint leaves. The mint plant has leaves. So that's an example of how words can be connected through these clues. And the number I give you tells you exactly how many it applies to. But what happens if you guess wrong? What if you say, oh, leaf, the cotton plant also has leaves, and you guess cotton? Well, that would be a miss. Ooh. What happens if you get a miss? Well, if you guess incorrectly, your turn is automatically ended, and a red field agent is revealed. That is bad. You do not want the red field agents on the board. But what if you guess wrong and it's not a miss? You could guess wrong and it's a red one. That's a bad case scenario, because when that happens, once again, you guessed wrong, your turn is over, then a second red one is revealed. So if you guess wrong and it's a miss, one red field agent is revealed by the time it gets to your next turn. If you guess wrong and it's a red one, 2 are revealed by the start of your next turn. It's a dangerous game. Don't guess wrong.
Don't guess wrong.
Speaking of guessing wrong, there is one singular word on this board, which is the dreaded assassin, that if you guess it, will immediately end the game, resulting in a loss. You have to avoid that at all costs. So, there's the basics. I will give you hints. It will connect these blue words together. You try to interpret the hints. Avoid guessing wrong. If you're not confident, it is better to pass than to guess wrong. Holy moly, we're getting an absolute flood of the subscriber exclusive custom stickers over on TikTok. We're seeing the assassin, we're seeing the little miss guy being shown off. All of our subscribers showing off those beautiful, beautiful stickers. All right, those are the basics. That's how you play. We are now going to start a real game. A new board has been generated. Austin is the top one, Eureka, followed by Ironic and Gem.
Eureka! Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're at a real board now. I am now going to try to think of some hints to connect these words together. Austin, can you erase the score when you have a chance?
Yes, I can. I'm done my very important...
Okay. Austin's making art. Sierra sent 4 roses. Thomas sent a heart. Me, thank you so much. Let's see. All right, you're gonna have to stall a little bit while I think.
All right, I'll stall. Do I want to be here? Yes. I love my friend Mark.
Aw, thanks.
Lovely weather we're having.
I agree.
Yep. It's actually quite annoying. It's very temperamental. You love the hair. Thank you, Megan M. Appreciate it. I just got the haircut today. What shampoo do I use? I use a variety, but I forget all of them. I know what the bottle looks like, and I'm like, that's what I want, and then I forget. Did I darken my hair? Yes, I did. I darkened it 2 weeks ago. Thank you for the stash compliments. I grew it myself.
All right. This is going to be an interesting one.
Is it going to be a thinker?
It's going to be a thinker. It's going to be a thinker. I'm going to go with it. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Your hint to start us off is going to be play for 3.
Play for 3.
So I'm telling you there are 3 words on this board that some way, somehow connect to the word play.
Play. You play tennis.
Yo, Thomas sent a club power. Thank you so much, Thomas.
I saw someone say sandbox. You play in a sandbox, right? Is that a word? Yeah, right there. You play with marbles. Yup. Someone said penguin. Club penguin is a bit of a stretch. You know what? Let's say tennis.
Tennis. That is correct. Very nice. That is now 1 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. Very nice.
All right. What are we thinking, fellas? You know, let's go with it. Let's go with sandbox.
Sandbox. That is correct as well.
Playing a sandbox.
Very nice. You're now at 2 out of the 9 blue field agents discovered.
What is... You know what? We'll go with it. Marble.
Marble. Oh,
Oh.
that is a red one. Unfortunate. That means you're still missing 1 clue for play for 3.
You should have considered playing with marble.
Yeah, I did. I was kind of hoping, you know, you wouldn't go with that one. But it happens. It happens. I am going to reveal ladder.
Ladder.
As belonging to the evil, no good red team.
Well, good thing I wasn't going to say that for play, because you shouldn't play on a ladder.
Dude, that'd be messed up if people did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Eureka? I don't know. I feel like a Eureka is like a... Not something that you would say for playing, you know? For play. But I don't know. Chutes and ladders. Oh, good point. Good, but ladders is out, so... Bobsled? Is that a... Oh, it is.
Bobsled is on the board, yes. Let's see.
Opaque? Opaque is like how clear something is.
Okay.
Play with a cape and also wear a cape and a play. I mean, I'll put it on the back burner.
Let's see. I have an interesting one. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm spelling this word wrong, but that's okay. I'm gonna say obstacle for 2.
We got hurdle. Let's see hurdle.
Hurdle. That is correct. Very nice. You're also missing 1 word from play. You can keep that in mind, but the hint is obstacle for 2.
I'm thinking cone, maybe? Cone, fellas? Fellas, cone? Let's go with cone.
Cone. That is correct. Very nice. That is 4. 4 out of the 9 blue field agents discovered. Not bad at all.
All right, fellas. What are we thinking for play? The one that we missed for play. Bobsled. I feel like you don't play it with a bobsled. You kind of just you ride the bobsled. Bobsled Mary. I don't know. Sticks in the yard.
You can pass if you're not confident.
Is chat confident? You know what? We'll pass. I saw someone say pass, so we're gonna pass.
Okay. All right. Passing, which means now the turn is over. A red one is automatically revealed. I'm going to reveal yardstick.
Yardstick.
Yardstick. Which is good because that now allows me to do a hint that I wanted to do before. Let's see. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I want to phrase this. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna be adventurous. Your hint is going to be wood for 4.
Wood for 4.
4 words on this board related to wood.
4 wood. Broom. Bobsleds are made out of wood sometimes. Broom, chest, Amazon, like the trees. Let's go with chest.
Chest, a wooden chest? That is correct! Minecraft reference. That is 5 out of your 9 blue field agents discovered.
All right.
What was the other clue?
What? The other clue? Obstacle for 2. And then there's also play for 3.
Chicken Jackie. Let's go with Amazon for trees.
Amazon. Ooh, that is a miss. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Which means another red one is automatically revealed.
How many did you give us for wood?
I gave you 4.
Okay, so we got 1.
You got 1 of them. You're still missing 3. I am going to reveal... I'm going to reveal sweater as belonging to the red team. I think of another clue to give you.
Gemford played like Bejeweled Blitz. That's true.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I think we got this. I think we got this in the bag. Your hint, potentially final hint of this round, is going to be copper for infinite.
Copper.
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 Yo, Carrie's Houston sent to heart me. Thank you so much.
All right, so we got penny. Well, let's lock in penny.
Penny?
Yep.
That is correct. Very nice. That is now 6 out of your 9 blue field agents discovered.
All right, let's go with it. Bobsled.
Bobsled. That is correct.
All right.
Very nice. Bobsled believers redeemed.
Let's go with broom.
Broom. That is correct as well. Very nice.
Roll, fellas.
You have 1 blue field agent left, and that is it. There's 1 left on this board.
Fellas, I don't think it's opaque. Just because wood isn't clear doesn't mean it's opaque. Whisk? Whisk? Fellas, don't drink that coffee.
You never guess.
There was
There's a fish in the percolator.
All right.
How do we feel about that?
Anybody gonna get that?
Of course, it's a popular show.
There's a fish in the Dana knows. All right.
You can pass if you're not confident, or you could go for it.
I'm gonna look like a dunderhead if it's opaque, but I'm gonna pass.
You're going to pass. All right, I'm going to reveal Cuticle as belonging to the red team.
Cuticle.
And your final hint is going to be dark for 1.
Dark for 1. Dark for 1. Dark for 1. We'll go with it. Opaque.
That is correct.
God damn it.
That is correct. Opaque is a really damn hard word to connect to these things.
I know it's opaque, fellas, but I'm gonna be real. What does opaque have to do with wood other than it just not being clear?
I did also say copper as opposed to coin for penny, trying to hopefully get in that line of like a material that you cannot see through. It's hard. I'm not saying I set you up for success, but
All right.
very nice, very nice. Oh, also just so you know, the assassin, it was mentioned once or twice, but the assassin was Eureka.
Eureka!
Eureka. But yeah, you guys did good. I'm gonna be honest. Cone, when I said obstacle and you guys got hurdle and cone was a happy accident. I wasn't even thinking of traffic cones. When I said block for 2, I was actually trying to get hurdle and opaque, because opaque blocks light. So, cone was a happy accident. I was very, very glad you guys got that one.
Yeah.
And I figured you guys would guess marble when I said play, but it was the best hint I had. It connected 3, and I'm like, well, it doesn't say marbles. Maybe they consider doing it last. Love a happy accident, indeed, indeed. Well, in this game mode, our score is determined by how many red field agents remain off of the board, undiscovered. There are 8 possible red field agents. 5 of them ended up on this board, meaning our final score and the score to beat is 3. Very nice. All right, a little 3 down here, as this is the score to beat. Austin, it's gonna be your turn to take the helm. Woo. Let's see, let's get you all set up here. Set 3, prep board 4. Okay, there we go. You should be good.
All right, what do I?
It's already set. It's already set. You should have
left or right arrow?
left arrow.
Wow.
That's fancy.
Okay. Do you have your?
Have the eraser. Score has been erased. I have this marker for keeping track. We should be good to go.
Your board?
Oh, I don't need one. I can see it on here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Mint says happy for the second round today. Me too. Me too. We've been a little bit rushed as of late. You know, we've had stuff to do outside of streaming that we've been busy with. So sometimes we have to wrap up and not do multiple games of Codenames. I'm really happy to at least 2 today, though. Austin's hair and mustache are phenomenal.
Thank you.
I agree, Jillian. Is this on Twitch too? T, not yet. It will be eventually. We are not there yet. For those of you who don't know, when we started streaming, we actually started on Twitch. And then once we did multi-streaming, we did Twitch and YouTube. And the show was very different back then. If you want to check out our YouTube and go back to the old videos, you can see how we used to do things. Instead of streaming every day being me and another person, it was me as kind of an announcer narrating over 4 players that we had. So we would have me plus 4 other people plus Board Ghost on screen any given night, and would only go live on Wednesdays. So it was a bigger event, but we did it less often. So we'd have Corey, Alston, Jeremy, some of the other people we've seen on the show, Morgan, all on at the same time with me kind of narrating and hosting the game as opposed to playing in it. And it was very different. But basically what ended up happening is we moved over to TikTok, realized, hey, these TikTok live streams are a lot more successful, and we really like the audience that we're fostering by going to TikTok. So we moved in doing this, what we're doing now. But don't worry, eventually we're gonna hop back to Twitch. We just have some prep and setup to do. That sounds hectic. It kind of was. Is Corey an IHOP? Yes. Board Ghost on screen? Maybe. Who knows? You'd have to go back to the old YouTube videos to see if that's the case. Nobody really knows. Maybe it was Board Ghost. Maybe it was a random person.
Some guy.
Just some guy.
All right. I'm going to say racing for 3.
Racing for 3.
Meow.
Whatever. That's what I say about racing.
Whatever.
Oh, you go driving a car fast? Whatever. Track? Is track on this board? I see Jack. I don't see track though. Am I blind?
It's on there.
Okay. Austin, show me track.
Track.
Woo! Very nice. You can turn off transparency too.
All right.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. You can toggle as much as you want. I'm just saying for starting.
I can do as much as I want, huh?
Yeah, you have full leeway to do whatever you please.
It didn't like how much I spent.
Yeah, that'll happen. Let's see. Jack, Streamline, School, Mud, Wheelchair, because you could do racing in a wheelchair. I don't know. That seems like a little bit of a stretch, don't we think? Wheelchair? A lot of people saying wheelchair. Streamline. Toilet, because you race to the toilet.
That's me.
Oh, ready, set, go is why you're saying set. I see enough people saying it. Austin, show me wheelchair. Okay. Unfortunate. You can show a second red one now.
Yes. Hold on. Actually, let me ponder this.
Yeah, you can be strategic about it. Streamline is used for racing in swimming. Okay. Are these streams actually fun for y'all? Of course, Izzy. We do like playing these games.
I took out Australia.
Australia. Okay, a few people are saying that one as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very nice. Okay.
So you still got 2.
Yes, we're still missing 2 from racing. Ready, set, go is kind of convincing me a little bit, I'm going to be honest. Jack also as in a car jack. I believe Jack over Streamline, personally, but I could be wrong. Streamline things are faster. Okay. Okay. Tied for racing. Defo streamlined. Cars had to be streamlined to be quick. Okay, Molly. All right, you're convincing me. AZ Algier, I did actually see that earlier today. I was checking the TikTok and I saw that you tagged us in Robert Irwin's latest video. I did watch the full thing through. And, you know, he made some solid points by not really making any points at all in regards to the fight. He didn't say who he thinks would win, instead saying we should focus our energy on saving gorillas instead of fighting them. Which, okay, that's a fine answer from Steve Irwin. It was cracking me up. Yeah, it was the first time I've seen Steve Irwin in a while. He's definitely had a glow up.
You mean Robert Irwin?
Yes, I do mean
Steve
that.
Irwin's dead.
I apologize. I'm stupid.
We're doing throwing for 2.
Show me Mark. Mark throwing.
That would be funny if that was actually there.
Robert, yes, thank you. All right, we're getting some marks. Mark's not on the board. Steve Irwin had a ghost up. Okay, all right, look. Throwing, sling, and dunk. Sling, yeah, sling makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, show me sling.
Sling.
Woo, sling.
Slinger.
That is 2 out of our 9 blue field agents discover. Dunk. Post is a horse racing term. Slam dunk, is that really throwing though? Hello, mud? Throwing mud? I mean, me and the boys be throwing some mud around.
Fellas be throwing mud.
Fellas be throwing mud.
Dang old man.
Throw a set? I don't know what that means. Hat at graduation? Dunk tank. I think you sling mud. Let's go with, is Mark on the board? Throwing jacks. Hey, that also applies for the race car one, or sorry, racing too. Kinda. I've been convinced on Streamline though. I'm gonna go for it. Also, show me Streamline.
Streamline.
Woo! Very nice. Streamline believers, you were correct. Sorry I ever doubted you. And we have 1 left. We could pass now, or we could try to take a guess. He couldn't say sling, it was on the board. You are correct. Post, like throwing the paper. I'm not convinced. Jack, throwing jacks, throwing is the next best. You're forgiven, thank you. Thank you, Jinxed. I think we should keep Jack in mind, and for now, we should pass. Rhett and Link dupe? No, we're kind of like a dark, evil Rhett and Link.
Dark, fucked up Rhett and Link.
Fucked in the head, Rhett and Link.
Sick in the head. I'm sick in the head.
All right, I'm gonna pass. You can reveal a red one.
School.
Wrong. This is a clean family show. You're correct. Throwing hose is a firefighter thing. I don't know if throwing hose is the term we're gonna go with.
Throwing hose.
Dude. Sounds like a great night. It's me and the boys throwing hose. All right, we are still missing, we're presumably missing 1 from racing, and we are presumably missing 1 from throwing. Throwing up, toilet, dunk. I understand dunk as in basketball, but that's objectively not a throw. You hold on to the ball the whole time. I don't know. Do basketball enjoyers disagree with me? Let me take a sip of water real quick. It's gonna be a silent sip of water. Nobody's gonna hear a thing.
Hey, you really put that away.
A silent sip of water. Nobody heard a thing.
We got 3, I heard that.
Nope, mods. Mods take care of that. ASMR, that was not a sip. Oh my goodness. Oh my, yeah. Oh my goodness sounds worse than just you heard it. 9 of those gulps. You devoured the cup. Wow, okay. Guys, how do you people enjoy water? Do I enjoy water wrong?
Let's do this. Let's do
Hydration is important.
4-2.
Course. Oh, college course. That makes a whole lot of sense. And it's a good thing you got rid of school because I would have been looking at that one. I want to see somebody else say it before I throw. See one other person say college. Two people say it. Oh, show me college.
College.
Very nice. That is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Let me take some silence sips. Let me take some silence sips.
Yeah, let's see how Austin
ready
does
for
it.
this?
Yeah. Okay, you're making fun of me. That's what you're doing. That's not what I do.
I'm a little thirsty.
Jesus Christ. Mark, it's okay to take sips here and there instead of chugging it all at once. I don't got time for that. I'm a busy man. All right, course. Mud course. Oh my goodness. Donna Ray sent a TikTok. Thank you so much, Donna Ray. Portfolio. That was so silent. Didn't hear anything that time. Okay, what the hell? Mud as in a mud course, like a mud racing course, and also throwing mud. Obstacle course on mud. Set. You set a course, and also ready, set, go for racing. Chat, what do we like more, set or mud? Oh, they're both in the same row. Set or mud? Could be both, even. I see a lot of muds. I see some 2 sets. You know what? We're putting it to a poll. We are putting it to a poll. Board Ghost, do you want to help me set up this poll?
Give me 3 seconds.
Yep. All right, what code name do you choose? Is it going to be set or is it going to be mud?
Rolling around in the mud.
Rolling around in the mud.
Rolling around in the mud. 2 trucks.
What code name do you choose? Set or mud? The poll is up on TikTok. It'll be up on YouTube in a moment. Let your voices be heard. Speaking of, it's been a little while since I've seen YouTube. Is Chat Ag still going?
Amazon.
Oh? Okay. I haven't seen YouTube in a little bit.
YouTube hates us now.
Dude, YouTube is boycotting us. This is messed up. That or we can't see them. So far, Set is in the lead. Wow, it looked pretty close with We Died, said Mystique. Okay, welcome in.
Okay.
All right, it's good, Board Ghost. 10 seconds left, but I'm not even gonna let it finish out. Set is the clear winner. Austin, show me Set. Woo! Let's go. Very nice. And we do have an extra guess, so why not? I think we're gonna do both anyway. Show me Mud.
Mud.
Let's go. That is 6 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. Very nice.
I shall reveal hose.
Woo! You are not throwing hose like the firefighters.
Nope.
RGSTRD Winning Clips Daily sent a goat. Thank you so much.
Poop.
Oh, golly. It was mud. I'm so happy. Indeed. It was a good one for throwing mud, you know? Which code names? All right, so the poll came out. 0% for Set, 0% for Mud. Poll complete, 0 votes. Woo! Thanks for sharing that.
All right, I gotta look something up.
Yo, Winning Clips Daily sent a GG. Thank you so much. Let's see. Still think Dunk. Really, I'm not convinced on Dunk. Riley says Mark with a smile face emoji. Austin, a mustache and glasses emoji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Riley. Well put.
That's a thinker.
No dunk. So it was throwing for 2, and we found mud and sling. So I don't think it would be dunk because we're out of hints that apply to throwing. Like, I'm not going to write it off entirely. If it applies for another one, I'll definitely consider it. But I'm kind of against dunk. May says toilet, Toilet Mary. Let's see. Another hint. We are working on it. It takes time.
I got myself down to 3 and they suck.
There are 3 blue field agents remaining on this board. It is Austin's job to somehow think of a clue to connect them all together. Was mud for throw or course? Kaylin, likely both. It was probably applicable for both. Austin probably was hoping we'd get mud with throw, but then when we didn't, he said course to loop back to mud and, of course, college. Why toilet? I do not think there's been a single clue to lead us towards toilet in the slightest. Oh, racing to the toilet. I think that's a stretch, but some people just think the words on the board are funny and want to go for it. What were the other clues? It was racing for 3. It was throw for 2. It was course for 2. And am I missing one? I don't think, I might be. I don't remember if I am. Racing, post. Oh, you take posts in a race.
All right. I can only think of a 2 for, we got burning. Burning for 2.
You know, if I was burning, I'd be like, whatever. Candle, that makes a whole lot of sense. Also, show me candle. Woo! Very nice. That is now 7 out of our 9 field agents discovered. I saw soul as well, a burning soul. Does that make sense? As opposed to like a burning jack or a burning chime. Soul or tide? Tide, jack. Burning jack, soul. I see so many souls. Oh, show me soul.
Soul.
Woo! Very nice. That is 8 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. There is 1 left. 1 left. We could take a Hail Mary and go for one that we think we missed. Risk it. Okay, we could say toilet as in racing to the toilet. We could just go with a funny word because you all like it, because Austin hasn't connected it to anything yet. We could say post because when you score in a race, you post. Is that the terminology? Throwing, toilet. Toilet equal throwing up. We're going to assume sling and mud. We're going to assume mud was not one of the ones for throwing, and instead we're doing throwing up. Throwing the hat in the ring. Throwing your hat in the ring. I think we got all of them for throwing. I think we should be looking at the ones for racing, but we can see, Let's put it to a poll. Yep. Alrighty, start new poll, create new. Which code names do you choose? Your options are going to be hat. It is going to be post. It is going to be toilet. And then the final one, I suppose, will be pass. If people want to take the safe route. Let's see.
The first one's hat, right?
Yes. 1 minute, make your voices heard. All of those, watch all those be wrong though. It's not only possible, it's likely that all of them are wrong. It is statistically likely that all of them are wrong. We need to have blind faith. for no reason that one of these is right. Where's the poll? Should be at the top of your screen, somewhere around here. You can click on it. If you currently have your display cleared on TikTok, you will have to unclear your display to see the poll. It is here. It's right here. Yeah.
It'll be there in about 5 seconds.
Right here, right here, there it is. BOARDGAMES helped me show it. So far, Post and Toilet are in the lead. Got it, thanks. Of course, of course. Ooh, it is a neck and neck vote between Post and Toilet. Both of these could be wrong. This is impressive. I feel like usually when we do these, it's a hard lean towards pass because people are like, let's not risk it.
But Toilet is funny.
Toilet's funny. I did do the Toiletta spelling. I think that's German.
I think it's many things.
I think it's many things. Poll is over. The winner by 5 measly votes is Toilet. But wait, not yet. YouTube?
1 for Post, 1 for pass.
Okay, show me Toilet. Okay, a miss is not bad. A miss is not bad at all. That is preferable. Yep, German. Wonderful, wonderful. My old German
All right,
days.
we'll do tied. And your hint is off for 1.
Off. Hat off. Bubble off. Post off. Hats off. Jack. Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. Come on, man. For no particular reason, show me Jack. Son of a bitch.
I figured we were close to the end.
Family-friendly stream, everyone. Family-friendly stream. That is all 9 of our field agents discovered. Very nice. You guys got there. What was the assassin?
Oh, portfolio.
Oh, wow. People are talking about that one during the course
Yeah,
one.
I was
sweating.
sweating a little bit.
Oh, golly. Well, what do you think? Do you think we have time for one more, or do you want to call it there?
I think we should call it here.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, everybody, thank you so much. It was a whole lot of fun tonight. Finally got to play 2 games of Codenames. Let's go. Maybe we'll get some more in tomorrow even. It depends on how we're feeling. But that is all we have for you tonight. If you want to see more Codenames in the future or more Wavelength in the future, your literal only option is to follow us. If you do not follow us, you will never see us again. We will not show up in your feed because we keep on saying naughty things like off for 1 when the clue is Jack.
Hey, man.
That make it so TikTok doesn't show us in the stream. So you have to follow. But we'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. New York time, that is Eastern time, or 11 p.m. London. Also on Friday, we're gonna do an early stream Friday, whenever you normally watch us, 6 hours earlier than that. So that is noon Eastern Standard Time, or quick maths, 5 p.m. London. Yo, Elena sent a dolphin, thank you so much. Kelsey Weasel sent 5 ice cream cones. Austin's chugging, Austin's glugging.
Silent chugs, you know?
Rhett and Link for like a dark, twisted, jacked up Rhett and Link.
A messed up, sick in the head.
Rhett and Link get scared when they think of us. we are the gulpiest. Daily Winning Clips sent 17 GGs, which stands for great gulps, of course. 17 great gulps. Well, that is all we have for you tonight. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Still live on YouTube.